Hey, how's it going, guys? It's your boy, the Fox, back at it again with another video. And today, well, actually, I want to make a new kind of segment in my channel called Friday FoxCasts. We're going to do a podcast talking about tech or whatever. And I am joined by my boy, Alex.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And today we're going to be discussing NVIDIA and whether or not the RTX series graphics cards are a good direction to head towards. But what are your thoughts on RTX so far, Alex?
I'll be honest, I'm not really educated on this matter at the moment, so this is almost coming off as a surprise. I've heard about the announcement and all of these things. I honestly like the name RTX. Sounds very nice, but other than that, I have no idea. I'm just excited.
Yeah, well, it is pretty exciting, but
The design looks phenomenal, though. I'll give it that.
that's one of the good things. But I'm gonna try
Yeah.
to talk about some of the cons. So basically, for all of you who don't know, NVIDIA makes graphics cards, and their new lineup, instead of being called GTX, they're going to call it RTX. And I guess they called it RTX because their big thing that they're focusing on is ray tracing. RT. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know that.
The
Dude, my
you
mind is
know,
blown right now. Because
I honestly have no idea what ray tracing even is. I haven't been keeping up with
so
graphics technology that much.
I'll try and describe what ray tracing is, but I'll just go to Google.
Absolutely.
Okay, so like an example of this would be like, let's say you're like in a game, you're walking down some busy, New York street, and the sun's out, and then you see, like, let's say there's a car next to your character. And when you look at that car and the reflection the sun's giving off from the window or whatever.
Oh, I actually see what you're talking about. I've actually seen it shown off in one of their demos with that one chrome ball, I think, and it shows how it reflects its environment.
Yeah, that's basically it. It's just like
Okay, I see.
super attention
Okay.
to detail when it comes to lighting and stuff. Now,
Okay, I see.
I think it's a good thing. Like
Open that
they're
picture on the bottom right, not the lowest one, the one
this
above
one.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically that, because basically what I got from it is that developers up until this point, what they would have to do is they would have, like, let's say in a building there's a window and the light's bleeding through. They would have to code in the light actually hitting, whatever spot it's supposed to hit, and then they'd have to code in the light for the rest of the room as well. But with ray tracing, it kind of like makes it easier,
Okay, I
I
see.
guess.
It does everything itself.
Yeah, basically they're trying to go for a
So
more
I guess
natural
this is
thing.
where machine learning kind of comes in, because it shows algorithm overview, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's something like that. I'm not too knowledgeable in it because I personally am not excited for the RTX launch.
Like, I have no idea what it's about. Is it overpriced, or we're about to get into it right now, I guess.
Yeah, so let's see. So the big thing is that everyone, like with the 1080 Ti's and the 1080, all the last gen, I guess you could say, graphics cards, everyone wanted to push for 1440p, like 4K
Okay,
resolution
wanting to
at
make it the standard.
huh?
They want to make it the standard, basically.
No. That's what people thought. Because, like, with the 1080 Ti,
Oh.
everyone's like, yeah, I can run this game at 4K, 14 or 144 hertz refresh rate, whatever. But with these new cards, they're not putting emphasis on 4K and like higher resolution gameplay. They're more putting emphasis on the whole ray tracing thing.
Oh, I see. So it's just almost almost the algorithms and like the more logical part of the graphics card, almost like a CPU instead of the graphical aspect.
Yeah, that's basically it. So, like let's look up a comparison between the 1080 Ti and the RTX.
might as well call it the smart GTX 1080.
Pretty much. But what people are divided on is that I'm not saying the card is a bad performer. It's still, it's supposed to be better. It is better than the previous flagships, the 1080 Ti, but it's very marginal.
Okay.
So that's what people are mad about, like, because not a lot of people really care for ray tracing. You know, that's not really like important in gameplay. People like nice visuals. I mean, it does fall under the category of nice visuals,
But
but like the performance. Well, I'll just show you right now. So versus RTX.
see, that's what I'm excited. Is it like, does it have a decent performance increase at least?
It's marginal. It's not like it did not leave the 10 series. Like it did not leave it in the dust for sure.
Okay, I see.
There were some cases where the 1080 Ti
It wasn't
actually.
like, it wasn't like when the Titan came out. Definitely not.
Oh, the Titan V, that $3,000
No,
graphics
just
card.
just a Titan in general. When it first came out, compared to all the other graphics card, it was like this. It was like almost like a 30 frame increase, even on like these crazy games.
Oh yeah, dude, the Titans are beasts, but they're so huge.
Yeah, well, not to mention they had a decent price increase compared to all the other graphics card at the time.
Oh yeah. Well, did you hear about the not new, but it was recently released the Titan V?
No, I actually remember wasn't there like a Titan Z at one point?
No, the newest one's the
No.
Titan V, and it's like a $3,000 graphics card, which is like marginally better than the 1080 Ti.
Mhm.
But so I don't know if I'm allowed to show
Well,
other
see, the
people's
Titan
videos.
Z was never mind.
Wait.
Yeah, see, the GTX Titan Z was actually a thing at one point. Just look it up. It was like this really expensive, crazy graphics card, but I guess like nobody really ever got their hands on it for some reason.
Oh wow.
See?
Is a gaming monster the
it-
fastest card we've ever? Wow, I never heard of this.
Yeah, it really was a crazy thing, but just I guess, I mean, it's really expensive. And so
Yeah, this is
fairly.
like around the price point of a.
Yeah, and this was a while back too. This was way back in 2014.
Oh yeah, it was out when the 780s were a thing. Wow.
Yeah. See?
Dude,
It's
this thing
crazy,
is
right?
still a beast by today's standards.
Yeah.
12 gigs of DDR5 RAM, 5700 CUDA cores. I mean, the base clocks and boost clocks kind of suck.
Hmm.
But I mean, 12 gigs of VRAM, you can never go wrong with that.
I mean, it's still crazy. It was what, 4 years ago?
I never heard of this. I remember the Titan XP and then the V.
Mm-hmm.
But
Titan V. I'm gonna look that up right now.
yeah, it's a beast, but I wouldn't.
Oh,
pay that
so that's
much.
like kind of like the gold shaded one almost.
Yeah, it was.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like not many people bought it,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. I mean, eventually, if I had $3,000 to fork over, I'd want one. You could build
One
such a
can dream.
beast computer with $3,000. Why would you drop it on a card?
Yeah, understandable.
You could run like SLI 1080 Ti's with that kind of budget.
Yeah.
But nah, people just went and bought one card.
What is your opinion on SLI?
Useless.
Yeah, see?
There's like very few games that are actually optimized for it. So
Just multi monitors, I guess.
well, it's not really for that because you could do that with a single card. But people, there are some games where it's allowed, like enabled SLI or whatever in Crossfire.
Mhm.
But most games didn't really like work around it because nobody wants to buy two 1080 Ti's. You have to buy a whole new power supply, and it's just too much work.
Oh yeah, so I just forgot.
And it like
Jesus,
it's not.
that'd be crazy. So what is that? Like, definitely over 1,000 watts.
Oh yeah, well it depends on your CPU too.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. So yeah, once you reach that point, you're already talking
Wait, what?
1,500 watts.
Oh
at that
yeah,
point.
yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And those power supplies aren't cheap.
Mm-hmm.
But SLI, like people think that when you have
link down in
SLI.
the description.
Wait, what?
I said not when you go with Corsair. Link down in the description.
This video is sponsored by Corsair.
It's just total sellout mode. The
Dude,
Squarespace.
I would be so happy to be sponsored by Corsair. Oh, someone else is
Dollar.
calling me.
Dollar Shave Club.
Oh my god, now my phone's ringing too. I can't talk right now. Alright. But yeah, with SLI, people think that if you just throw two cards in there, then everything will run better, but it all depends on the game, if the game allows for SLI. So if you have an SLI setup and you want to play like I don't know, Far Cry 5 or
Oh,
something and it doesn't allow it, then there's no point. You're just wasting energy because it'll only utilize one graphics card.
I see.
So that's a lie.
Also,
Crossfire is pretty useless.
yeah, I do like the naming though for the RTX. How they increased it by thousands instead of tens.
Yeah, it's a really big step, I guess. But back to the RTX, like I don't know if I'm allowed to show other people's YouTube videos on here. I mean, I don't want to advertise for other people, but like let's say I think it was Jay's 2 cents or wait, one of those two. They did benchmarks because they actually have got their hands on RTX, the 2080 and 2080 Ti, and I'd say 50% of the time the 1080 Ti outperformed the 2080, but not by, you know, like a lot. It was marginal, but like if it's going to be a new generation of cards, you got to stomp out your former flagships. But the 2080 Ti was way better. It performed like with I guess like 20 frames up. I mean higher than the 1080 Ti.
Yeah, it's still pretty strong actually.
No, yeah, I'm
Now
not
that I'm
saying they're
looking at
weak
the
cards
video.
at all, but they're not as good as they could be because they focus too much on the ray tracing technology.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, but here's the big issue that a lot of people had. The same issue with SLI. Not all, like there's literally probably one game right now that allows for ray tracing, and that's the new Tomb Raider game.
Oh, I see.
So why would anyone buy this card when the whole thing is about ray tracing and not be able to use it?
Reflective mountains or
Yeah, like it's cool and all, but like I can only see this being implemented in newer games. It's not like some dev's gonna go back to I don't know, like GTA 5 from 2013 or whatever and
Just
enable
make a
ray
new
tracing
mod.
and totally just edit their game.
Yeah, I see.
So I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's not a bad step, but it was unnecessary. That's my thing.
Yeah.
And the price points are pretty all right.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess.
what we need to talk about. What are they? I have no idea.
So okay, the founders editions are always going to be cheaper. So I think the RTX 2080 is going to be $800, but you know miners are just going to come in and steal it and then totally screw the market again. Because that
I mean, not that much anymore, but definitely.
well, it depends on how good the hash rate is. If this thing, because I think the 1070 or 1080 were the top performing in hash or in their hash rates, like how fast you can mine cryptocurrencies. And if this is any better, you know people are going to come and take it. Oh, and the new
Yeah.
Final Fantasy also has ray tracing, I guess.
Oh, I see.
I'm not finding any price figures. Hold up. So I'll just go on Google Shopping, I guess. So okay, the Wind Forest Edition, overclocked, whatever, RTX 2080 is gonna cost about $800, probably a little more after taxes. But one thing I will admit is cool is that they have GDDR6 now. So their VRAM's a little
okay.
faster.
It's about time.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really see the need. DDR5 is still plenty. Like it's still good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so the 2080 is going to cost $800 to $900. Founder edition is going to be like 800 something. And then 2080 Ti, I think it was in the thousands. Yep, 2080 Ti. Oh, that's plus. Wait, that's 1080 Ti. Okay, so $1,600
Wow.
for a
11
card.
gigabytes. That's kind of funny because wasn't the Titan Z that we were just looking at 12 gigs?
Yeah, and the 1080 Ti is also 11 gigs of GDDR5. But like $1,500, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's not the Founders
Jeez.
Edition though, but that's still a lot.
Yeah.
It's not showing me any Founders Edition. Maybe if I just go to Nvidia's site. Okay, let's see. Shop. Oh, look, the Titan V. I'm not gonna lie, it's a sick looking card.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I love that color.
Hmm.
Okay, so 2080
Dude, I love
Ti.
this design.
It's cool, and I heard their like fans and their cooling system is actually really good.
Hmm.
But $1,200 brand new. Oh, hey, they're actually doing something about miners. Two per customer. Oh, what? They have a 2070?
Okay, nobody talked about that.
Yeah, no one's talking about this. $600. That's around the price for a no. The 1070 is probably like 400 bucks now. Oh, here's a little demo of ray tracing.
So,
This is prior to
okay.
ray tracing. This is after ray tracing.
Wow.
So here, like it's all well lit. Like there's no light coming through. Like the light source isn't even having an impact on the environment. But
Dude,
here,
that's crazy, man.
yeah, because normally like ray tracing technology is super like hard to run because it's
Okay,
been
so
around
this is like,
forever.
yeah, because this is when we're like actually making games almost like enter real life to that certain degree. Because that was like the one thing keeping games and reality kind of separate. It was the lighting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why.
Like you
That's why I
enter you
agree. Like,
enter in a room and it's like daylight.
yeah. And look how like once he steps in, the light kind of adds more of a light. I guess it like spreads out.
I cannot imagine the effect this will have on like horror games.
Oh my
Wow.
god, I'm actually excited for that.
Resident Evil 8, please.
Oh man, I feel like they will do that. That would.
Wow, it looks beautiful and like the particles, cause like wow, even the particles have an effect like based on where the light is. You
Yeah,
can tell
yeah,
like
no.
like as the camera starts to face the window, like the rays of light, you can actually see the light particles, or
Yeah,
whatever you
it
want to call
like
them, the
and the
dust.
light bleeds through. It looks really nice.
Yeah, and like the rest of the room does not have any of those particles.
Oh no.
Wow,
But all right, so let's see. It's got 8 gigs of GDDR6. Wait a minute.
not bad.
Oh, okay. I thought they were comparing the 2070 to the 2080. I was like, what's the difference?
Wait, and that's the 1070 on the side there was.
This is the Founders Edition. I don't know what the regular edition. I've never seen the regular. But okay, so they've got a good amount of CUDA cores. 45 teraflops, I believe that's the term. Gigarrays, boost clock. Also, the Founders Edition comes overclocked. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's nice.
Very high memory bandwidth. That's good. Real-time ray tracing. Blah 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 blah. GPU boost. DisplayPort. Who uses DisplayPort?
Really? It's not that popular?
Yeah,
'Cause
I've never seen
wasn't
anyone
it
use
like
display.
wasn't it like the main thing that kind of allowed you to do 4K, I thought? At one point, I know. I'm not that
No,
familiar.
yeah, I think you're right. I think
I
display is
think
the way
at
to
one
go.
point it was like the reason like it was for 4K.
Yeah, I think that's it actually, and for like multi.
It allowed like higher resolutions, I
Yeah, and this thing goes up to 8K.
think. Wow.
We don't even have that technology yet.
I mean, dude, it's let me see how old it is. I remember Dell showed a let me see. Dell showed an 8K monitor, but this was a while back. Well, not too long ago. Let me see.
That's totally like our eyes can't
See,
even see 4K.
way back in 2017 in May,
Wow.
they
Well,
showed
because
the
4K has been
monitor.
around for a minute now.
I'll be honest, like even now, it's like stores barely even have the budget to put 4K monitors in their stores.
Oh no, dude, they cost so much.
Yeah, I mean it dropped now. I mean I remember back like when it first came out, it was crazy. It was like getting a 4K monitor was the equivalent of literally PC Master Race.
Yeah, pretty much.
And now I think it's doable.
It's gone down, but I still like wouldn't pay $300 for a 4K monitor
Hmm.
because that's the price range I've been seeing. I'm okay with 1080.
Yeah, 1080 is fine. I need my
It's
frames.
it's still full HD. Like I don't see the problem. And our
Mhm.
eyes can't really comprehend 4K, so it's just a headache.
Actually, it kind of does. I think 8K is when it's kind of like, yeah, you can still comprehend. I think 16K will probably be like the final frontier, in my opinion.
Well, I'm not saying like comprehend. I worded that wrong. Like, there's too many pixels on the screen. People get headaches from seeing 4K for too long. just like 3D.
Just turn the brightness down.
But
It's
I'm pretty
Wouldn't that be
shocked.
funny? The brain just gets overloaded by too many pixels.
I mean, that's the thing. Whenever I would watch like something in 4K because my cousin's have like a 4K TV, I would just get a headache, dude. Maybe it's just because I'm not used to it, but
You're just like, holy crap.
yeah, like after 30 minutes, my eyes started getting like really strained, and I'm just like, no, I don't like this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm cool with 1080. That's cool. I didn't know they had a 1070.
That was my dad when he first saw my 24-inch monitor, and it's a normal 1080p monitor by Dell. And he's like, son, this is too big. This is way too big.
Really?
He's like, son, this is way too big to be up close to it. Like, it hurts my eyes. I'm like, dang, I probably never realized.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's actually a myth that staring at a screen will make you like.
Oh yeah, I always found that stupid. You know what I found even more stupid was where we're saying people who say bigger screens are worse. What?
Yeah.
It's obviously the smaller, like, remember the back in the time when the DS came out? Like
Yeah.
2007, back then. That thing had such a low resolution. Like for our time now, it's a low resolution. At the time it was pretty cool. But
Yeah, I mean,
looking
'cause it was a
back at
tiny
it now, even the 3DS had a low resolution. But the DS was like, bruh. It was like your brain literally had to like do the work for you to process what it was seeing.
Oh yeah.
And back, yeah.
And the 3DS too. Like that was.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I had a 3DS for a little, and that screen just But yeah. So I don't know. Like 4K is cool and all, but
we should I think we should talk about the iPhones once we get done with this, because oh man, do I have a lot to say about those phones right now.
we could knock out two birds with one stone.
We can absolutely, definitely.
Let's just wrap up with RTX. What's your verdict? How do you feel about RTX now that you know a little bit more about it?
Won't be getting it for sure.
Yeah, I feel.
I mean, it's expensive. Maybe the 1070 I'll consider. How is the 1070 compared? I mean, the 2070 compared to the 1080. Because if it's better, then yeah, probably. It's not. I mean, it's not that big of a difference from the 1080. Like,
I would probably say that they're on par because no one's reviewed the 2070. I didn't even know it existed.
Oh, I see.
But I feel like it'd be on par. Maybe the 1080 is a little faster, but
yeah,
it also depends on like the CUDA cores and memory bandwidth and their clock speeds and what have you.
Yeah.
But I feel like it'd be similar, if not a little better. But I'm not too sure.
Well, what can I say? Let the benchmark begin, my dude.
Yeah, I wish I could get my hands on like one of them, but I don't know. There's very limited driver support.
You're cutting out for some reason.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're fine. It's just like you're cutting out randomly. That's all.
Yeah, I get too far away from my mic and it does that. But
oh, I see. As noise cancellation.
Yeah, but I don't know. Because one of the other things that pissed people off about Nvidia, how they like threw these cards out, is that people pre-ordered them and they got them, but there were no drivers, so you're just sitting there with a graphics card staring at you.
You can't really? That was actually wow.
Yeah, straight up. Every big tech YouTuber like Bitwit, Jay's 2 Cents, Linus, they're like, yeah, we got the cards, but we can't use them.
They're just sitting there. They're like, well, we got the engine, we don't have the gas.
Yeah, that's basically it. Like, come on. And I think they just recently, like a few days ago, released drivers for it. But that's so dumb. Like it's
a quality meme.
Yeah, it is actually. I think people are memeing it in the computer world.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so would you say it's worth it to buy one of these cards?
I mean, so if you want me to be fully honest, like from a non-tech enthusiast point of view, no. Yeah. I don't know why you would need it like right now. If it was cheaper, like I'm talking way cheaper, maybe cut it down to like $600, maybe even 500. I'm kid you not.
Yeah,
Then yes,
I
probably
agree.
I'd consider it. But like as it stands right now, you have to do this as a hobby if you want to get one.
Oh
Because right
yeah.
now, I don't know why I would want to get 30 frames extra on a game for like $600 $700 more. Like think about it. What's 700 divided by 30?
That's a lot of math. It's like 200 something. No, 220 something.
That's that's $20 a frame. $20 a frame, I did.
Wow. I never thought of it that way.
23 actually, 23.3 infinite 3, whatever.
Yeah, there we go. 3 repeating with
Yeah.
that little line on top.
I like that line.
I always hate that line. But yeah, I agree.
I always joke around just like 10 divided by 3. Good luck.
Oh, you're evil. That was my biggest enemy in elementary school.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. I wouldn't really see any point in trying to, like, if you have even a 1060, like, I don't really see the need to upgrade. Like, even a 1050 Ti, you can still game pretty good.
Basically, unless you do this for a living, this is your job, or you have a decent amount of money to spend. In terms of money management, there's no way I would get this. I'm just gonna be straight up honest. Like that $500 or $700, my God, you can use that for a lot of other things.
Maybe you could build a whole nother computer with that.
Well, I mean, you can, yeah, but you can also like you can upgrade other parts on your PC. Maybe you know,
exactly.
Just switch out. Like, I mean, SSDs are increasing in memory. You might want to get a new one. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe you wanted a bit more RAM after you've completed your PC. Well, now's your chance to get that 128 gigs you've dreamed about.
Yeah, pretty much. Get a nice, good, and fast boot drive.
Definitely.
But yeah, I don't know.
Instead, we're just like making making a new PC every time a graphics card comes out. We upgrade that and we forget about all the other parts.
Yeah, that's true.
At the time when you build it, you're like, oh, I'm gonna calculate 32 gigs, and then bro, think about it. Every time a new graphics card comes out, you can literally, because like the other parts aren't that expensive, you can literally make a top tier PC in terms of the other parts.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like how I look at it is, like when I'm looking at a graphics card and I look at how much it costs, I'll be like, now could I build a good computer with how much this card costs?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would wait till the prices drop or they release like the 2060s and the 2050s.
That's crazy. I've just noticed the subtitle for this. These cards perform the same on paper but have some key differences in prices and promises.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty deep. That's depressing.
No, yeah, it is. That's what people are mad about. Like, it wasn't that big of a change. Like, the 2080 and the 1080 Ti are literally the same. They're the same card, except the 1080 Ti has more VRAM.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. NVIDIA, they do what they do, I guess. There's nothing we can do.
All about the AMD I love NVIDIA. Cards. I have nothing to say about them. I love that company. I always have. So
they've done
I love the technology. I'm actually pretty happy they're contributing to what is it called again?
Ray tracing.
The ray tracing. I'm actually excited. Like, this is actually a pretty big difference. It's not enough for me to want to buy their new graphics card, but it's definitely enough to make me excited.
Oh yeah, it's a step forward, definitely.
One thing I always remember is I was watching this video back in like 2014, and they were making this prediction like we will have photorealistic graphics by 2020. And it's funny, you can see it actually happen slowly.
Oh yeah, well, because that's always been like a big goal of graphics cards. Yeah. But ray tracing was never really implemented.
Mm-hmm.
It's been around forever. Mm-hmm. It's just really hard to implement it, and they finally did it. But I don't know. I'm optimistic. I'm not too excited, but I'm not too pessimistic either about this.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know.
iPhone XR boys, let's go.
Yeah, let's go rip up Apple real quick.
Oh my God, go to their homepage because that's where you get the quality stuff. Just go straight up to their homepage. That's where you get all the over exaggerated stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Welcome to big screens.
Whoa. Oh my god, big screens.
Oh my gosh, no phone's ever had a big screen before.
Yeah, that's the annoying part is when they say this is our best iPhone ever. Well, yeah.
Well, I would hope so.
They say that every single time. This is the fastest iPhone we've ever made. And like you have all their fans like, whoa.
I know, it's like, oh my gosh, we haven't had a revolutionary iPhone since like forever.
Like reminds me of that video by Unbox Therapy. It's just like he was comparing it to the iPhone 4.
Yeah, okay. That's what I'm gonna get at right now.
We gotta quiet down for this.
Oh my gosh. All right, dude.
Whoa.
The iPhone XR. I'm gonna destroy this thing right now.
Just let's scroll down. All new liquid retina.
Liquid
Wow.
retina. You mean LCD? Stop trying to put a most advanced LCD. No one uses those anymore.
I still don't know why they stick to it. Does it provide more battery? Of course not, because the OLED is literally turning off pixels.
Yeah. No, and like,
okay.
so we got to look at this like.
Wait a minute. Go back to it. Go back to that.
It's a big scheme, and I'm gonna explain to you why.
Go down. Did it? Okay. Most smartest, most powerful chip in a smartphone. Okay.
The new generation of iPhone. Liquid retina. The new display on the iPhone XR is the most advanced LCD in the industry. How? Explain. An innovative backlight design allows the screen. What? That's what LCD is. It's a backlit screen.
Yeah, but what do you mean screens you stretch into the corners? Don't we essentially do that
Bezel-less
with all the other phones? I know that, but don't all the other phones have that?
Yeah.
So
the largest LCD ever on an iPhone.
Do you see those statements? They just kill it for me. The largest LCD ever on an iPhone. Like how is that supposed to convince me to buy your phone?
Well, cause I'm apologizing right now for any people that are watching that like Apple, but it's a cult following. They'll buy whatever they throw at them. Cause let's
I think the marketing team does a really phenomenal job at Apple. Like they really do a good job of making the iPhone seem this thing that's like necessary almost. Not just like necessary, but like how do I put it? It is a really beautiful device.
It's totally that, yeah.
It's like a really beautiful device, but like they really know how to use their materials, I guess.
I think it's scummy, and I'll tell you why. So if you look at the other two iPhones and their price range, so let's say where's the prices? Oh, can I just go to buy? I accidentally just buy one. Okay,
no,
so
Apple's literally crazy for talking pricing. Like, just go look at the Max. Like, I can't even.
$1,500, dude. Okay, so the XC is 1,000, which is not okay for a phone. And then you see the iPhone XC Max, just slightly bigger, and their max memory model is 1,500.
Do they have the? Do they have memory trays like to put in?
No, they don't. iPhone's never done that.
They still don't.
No,
that's crazy. And they charge like $100, right, for like every double, I guess you can say.
Way more. And another thing that they were so proud about was like, we have a new color, guys, gray, but we're gonna call it space gray.
Yeah, because space is totally gray.
So look at 512 gig capacity, $1,500.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited for the new 512 gig phones.
Dude, you could just buy a micro SD with 512.
Dude, it's still crazy how we're reaching the terabyte mark on phones.
There's been micro SDs that can handle that. It's just the phones couldn't. But most Androids can handle 512 gigabytes, no problem.
Yeah, because actually, yeah, especially if you have certain Android phones have 2 slots, right?
Yeah, dual SIM slots.
Yeah, so you can put 2 512 gigs.
Well, one of the SIM slots doesn't fit it. But most Android phones come with higher, like my OnePlus 5T, it came with 128 gigs of memory. And I can throw in an SD card there if I want. But 128 is more than I need.
No, because I know they certainly have the 512 SD. I know that for sure.
Yeah. But like, so this whole scheme, like, because everyone the last iPhone launch, whatever, with the 8s and the 10, everyone was like,
Yeah.
why is it so expensive? Why are these
Yeah, now
phones
this is
so
straight. Now
expensive?
this really is. Now this is the crazy. I'll be honest. The iPhone X kind of had a little bit of a reason because it was the first phone of their kind. It really was a pretty crazy looking phone, like when it
Yeah.
first came out. But now what's the point? Like just straight up. Now what's the
Well, not only that, but so at the launch, like at the here, let me see if I could go to the
But like
reveal.
2030, we'll be paying $2,000 for the base model.
So okay, so
iPhone XS comes in 8 inches, 58 pixels per inch. The bigger is not 10s
they're not
Max.
gonna do it, I guess. But in one of the videos on the launch, it showed like the different prices. So and they separated them like really like cleverly. So they had the iPhone XC and XC Max, whatever, on the right, grouped together. So you'd be like, all right, these are the XC class, and then you can get the XR, and then they had the old iPhone 8, whatever, on the left. They're like, oh, so we have these expensive iPhones, but for all you people who want a quote unquote budget phone, we have the iPhone XR.
That's exactly what they're doing, man. It's depressing.
But the thing is not only is that not budget friendly, because that's $800 right there. Like my OnePlus 5T, I paid $600, and it outperformed the iPhone X in every benchmark I put it through. 600 versus 1,000 plus. But the thing that gets me is that they probably paid like a few dollars to make this phone, and they're gonna charge.
Yeah, that's a depressing. Like I was just saying, they're really good at managing their materials because the phone is made from absolute garbage. Just literally
Yeah.
nothing good in an iPhone. Like literally, the whole phone is built so beautifully, though. I'll give it that. But it's really interesting. I don't know how they do this.
That's the only thing that
literally-
sells. They're like, oh, it's such a nice looking phone, but like,
Dude, it's crazy how they get away with this, though. They do such a good job. Like I don't know. I genuinely do not know how they get away with this.
Well,
Like
a lot
literally,
of-
you just need just a quick Google search.
a
Bro.
lot of people are actually
Those-
like getting fed up. Like a lot of big iPhone YouTubers, like that centered their whole career around iPhone, are
Yeah.
leaving iPhone because of this.
Yeah, except I, Justine.
Yeah,
Kidding.
but the thing is like, okay, so the iPhone XC and whatever, they have like I think a 2K resolution, which is fine. But then you look at this phone, and it's a 300 something PPI display. That's why
Wait a
everyone's
minute,
comparing it.
wasn't that like the iPhone 4? I remember. I
iPhone
almost
4,
remember
yeah.
exactly. It
The
was
same resolution.
368 PPI. I think it was. I still remember right now because it was like such a legendary launch at the time when
Oh,
they
yeah.
truly the Retina display was actually pretty cool. Like
Yeah.
it was like looking at the phone, it had this crazy low resolution, but
Oh yeah, like that's the
my
only
Lord, it's
iPhone that I actually own
8
because I
years
liked
later,
it.
it's crazy, bro. It's crazy how it's 8 years later. Like you'd think like we'd have some like crazy resolutions right now.
Yeah, but then iPhone's just like, we're gonna make this look cool. Call its terrible display Liquid Retina to make it sound all fancy, and we'll drop the
I think-
pixels per inch crazy. And like in with this phone, you can't watch 1080p video.
Just that
YouTube
idea
won't
is
allow you.
crazy, bro. That's like 2007.
I know
That's me on buying DVDs.
exactly. Like
720p.
720p. Like
Like-
I kid you not. Like if you go on YouTube on this phone and you go to the resolution options, whatever, 1080p won't be an option because your phone can't
Well,
handle it.
Yeah, if we're talking televisions, that goes back even more. Like early 2000s, we had 720 like on like
A lot of the flat screens and stuff.
yeah, like that was around that time.
Yeah, and look at them. They're marketing this
crazy.
thing
It's
as something
2018.
amazing. Like, it's super scummy. And then they're like, this is just me personally, but they're like, oh, our new A12 Bionic chip. Let's look at
I don't get how they sell. Like this is what I hate them for is due to the fact that they have a different brand of chips. They can escape having people like really examine how they work since it's not a Snapdragon and they're not like, oh, this is good or bad. It's
Yeah.
just like Bionic 12 or whatever. Like, what am I supposed to grab from that? It's just a number higher. I have no idea how the thing works.
But my thing is that first, this is wrong. It's not the most powerful, but there's no reason to put the name bionic in there. The definition of bionic is having ordinary human powers increased by the aid of bionic devices. How am I getting more powers from this processor?
I do remember a time though. I think it was like during the iPhone 4 days where it literally was the best gaming phone.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying this chip's
hands
bad.
down.
It's
But
just
it's like
it's not
now.
the
I mean,
fastest.
I mean, at this point, it's really difficult. At this point, I don't know how Apple's surviving. Like right now, if we're talking competency, there's like zero.
No, it's because of the cult following. People will buy it regardless, and that's what Apple's like. They're betting on.
But it's I think they forgot the reason they got the phones in the first place. There was a time where getting an iPhone did seem like the logical thing, but it's like they stuck for it so long. They almost like, hey, don't forget to check out other phones.
Okay, there's actually a video like Steve Jobs is talking about what Apple's doing right now, but he's dead, but he called it, I guess. How do I go to my... Okay. Steve Jobs foretold the downfall.
Hey,
I'll
Like
try to
John
put
Scully.
captions
John came from PepsiCo, and they at most would change their product, once every 10 years.
Oh
Or do you
wow,
want
that's
the-
not a that's. I can't hear anything, but
Do you
There's
want
no
the
audio
link to
from-
it so you can watch it too?
yeah,
And
sounds
to them, a new product.
But here he's basically talking about...
I'm surprised the dislike ratio isn't worse.
No, because like, just like watch the video and then you'll see what I mean. Like he literally predicted what Apple's doing
I'm gonna
right
watch
now.
Product was like a new size bottle, right? So if you were a product person, you couldn't change the course of that company very much. So
We'll put
who
the link down in
influenced
the
the success of
description, guys, don't
PepsiCo?
worry.
The sales and marketing people. Therefore, they were the ones that got promoted, and therefore they were the ones that ran the company. Well, for PepsiCo, that might have been okay, but it turns out the same thing can happen in technology companies that get monopolies, like, IBM and Xerox. If you were a product person at IBM or Xerox, so you make a better copy or a better computer. So what? When you have a monopoly market share, the company's not any more successful. So the people that can make the company more successful are sales and marketing people. And they end up running the companies. And the product people get driven out of the decision-making forums. And the companies forget what it means to make great products. Sort of the product sensibility and the product genius that brought them to that monopolistic position gets rotted out by people running these companies who have no conception of a good product versus a bad product. They have no conception of the craftsmanship that's required to take a good idea and turn it into a good product. And they really have no feeling in their hearts, usually, about wanting to really help the customers. So that's what happened at Xerox. The people at Xerox PARC used to call the people that ran Xerox toner heads.
So that pretty much speaks volumes.
Jesus Christ, I'm like watching it. It's crazy, bro. Like straight up head on. Like
This is literally what
Wow.
Apple's become.
I'm not gonna lie, I never really liked Steve Jobs, especially with all the child labor stuff.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But I mean, his early version was certainly pretty cool. He was more of I liked him for his straightforwardness.
yeah,
I'll be like, no hate towards Tim Cook, but like, there's nothing more I can call him than beta. Literally.
full hate towards Tim Cook, dude. He totally screwed Apple. I mean, I was
well,
never
I
really
mean,
an Apple
it's-
guy, but
I
it
mean,
makes
Steve
me mad.
Jobs chose him, I'm pretty sure.
I don't think he did. Well, actually, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm pretty sure he did. I'm pretty sure he did.
Well, then Steve Jobs is dumb.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
basically, like, Apple was all about innovation. Like, that's why people bought it. That's why it became the biggest phone. Like, iPhone.
But there's like this, it's like so stagnant right now. Like I look back in 2012. Okay, picture this. This is 2012. Me looking back in 2012 on the internet, hoping for a new smartwatch. This was that time. It was the time where all the companies were innovating and making smartwatches, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was getting pretty excited. I actually wanted a smartwatch at one time. Not really anymore. They're expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Back then I could hardly wait for one to come out. And I remember back then it was back in 2014, Sony came out with their Sony smartwatch 2. $200. Just look it up right now. I want you to look it up right now. It's a Sony smartwatch 2. Look at that thing. It's beautiful.
Nice.
Jesus Christ. And that was like 2000. That was 2000.
Like 13-ish.
Yeah. And the only problem with it is that it didn't have much features, and like they couldn't really utilize the display at the time. But
Yeah.
other than that, for me, I considered it one of those beautiful phones. Smartwatches. And
it actually looks like a watch too.
yeah, it looked really cool, but like you can tell the display it was not that cool. Like click that
yeah.
image with the hand. Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean it looks cool, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
it just didn't have that many features. And this was 2013, and I was thinking, man, in 2014 some company should come out. I was thinking maybe Apple. This was back then, everybody knew that Apple was going to make a new smartwatch. And it's
Mhm.
crazy. Now we're sitting here in 2018, and it's not even as thin as the Sony smartwatch 2.
Yeah, that's true.
Looking at it, like, I don't know, man. It's just like I feel like its technology is growing really slowly. Or actually, you know what's a smartwatch that's even older? It's the Samsung. What was it? Let me see. This is the old one though. The first one, Samsung. I think it was the Galaxy. Samsung
This one?
Gear. It was the Gear. The
Yeah,
Samsung
Gear.
Galaxy Gear 1, right one. The old one. This was back then. Dang, you don't even show it anymore.
Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah. Now that was a top tier smartwatch at the time. It was like 300 something.
Oh,
Just
I
look at it.
remember. My buddy got this when he on like Black Friday.
Just
He's like,
look
yeah,
at
I got
that
the new
thing.
Gear watch.
That thing genuinely has a good display. Like the thing is and not just that, the thing could actually call.
Yeah, it did. It
It
did.
was a full-fledged smartwatch in
Yeah.
2013. Look at that, and it's quite beautiful. Honestly, it was just a bit bulky in my opinion.
Yeah,
for
but
the
I mean,
time.
it was really good for
Well,
what it
like-
was.
Okay, then look at the second or third one. Like, you're just getting so small and beautiful. But I don't know. It's crazy. We're sitting here in 2013 with this
Yeah, I don't know.
Pillsbury Boy smartwatch.
Wait, what?
I said we're sitting here with the, what do you call it? The Pillsbury Boy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just like, Jesus.
Like, I don't know. And the thing I have with like Apple products is they break so easily. And Apple knows that. And then their screen repairs cost hundreds of dollars.
Bro, let's not mention the earphones. Jesus.
Oh god, the AirPods.
Oh,
You know-
we
you
gotta
know
we
that
gotta
headphone
go.
jack
Let
we
go.
like? Screw it.
Oh, we gotta go there right now. Straight up. Oh my god. Go to
Oh,
the
this is
official
Supreme
site.
one? Oh, it's fake though.
Let's go to the official one. Let's check this.
$160 for some mediocre headphones that are just. I could go buy like any other Bluetooth headphones that are way better than this.
Just calculate how many in and outs that is, my dude.
What do you mean?
How many times you can go eat in and out?
How many times have I eaten out? Oh. That's the accurate
at least-
unit of measurement for Californians.
I'll be to be honest, at least it no more cable tangling.
Oh yeah, I'd
Like,
rather
that's
have a
like the-
cable though.
They're so bad at it. Oh my god, man. You literally pull it out of your pocket, it's like the Matrix.
Yeah, actually,
You're literally sitting there solving like a level 10 puzzle.
yeah, and there was actually like a scholarship for anyone who can describe how headphones get tangled in your pocket, and it was like a $10,000 scholarship.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I always thought about that. I would literally always wondered how that happens.
Dude, that was something that would keep me up at night years back. Like I would try to work out how that would work, because you would put it in your pocket, and like I guess the movement would like, because the wire itself isn't like really capable of tangling itself, but the actual headphone is heavier, so it's more
Yeah,
prone
that
to
thing
move
just-
around
yeah,
and
just
slide
only-
into
oh,
things.
Yeah, that's it. It just all it needs is a little, just to go into little loops and it's over.
Yeah, dude, I should have gotten that scholarship. Oh man. But yeah, AirPods.
We gotta look at. Let's look at the Macs.
Oh, I don't even want to look at those.
This,
Those are
this is
trash.
where. This is where it's no like it's like the Mac, not the MacBook. Go up there. There's a little.
The
backside.
iMac or the
Oh.
Mac Pro.
Check out the Mac or the iMac Pro, either of them. This is where it gets kind of depressing, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. Retina 5K display up to
Okay,
18 cores.
Okay, the 5K is pretty cool. No, that's not a typo. God, I hate their humor.
5K has been around on Macs for years. It's actually like it was around before 4K was mainstreamed. Like all the
Up to 18
iMacs,
cores.
all the iMacs like this one. Like my
Mhm.
cousins have one from like 2013. It was a 5K resolution.
What?
Yeah. So it's not anything new. And they swear like it is. Like they swear they barely implemented this. These things do not look different from the ones years ago.
Oh, they definitely don't.
iMac with 4 cores is remarkable. No, it's not. 8, 10, 18, whatever.
Wait. 4 cores. What? Okay.
An iMac with 4
Oh, they're
cores
referring
is
to the-
remarkable.
They're referring to the old one.
I want to see.
Okay,
the
I'm
actual
not. I'm not
specs.
gonna lie. These are some pretty nice numbers. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a Xeon processor. That's the
Yeah, I
only
don't know
kind
why-
of.
I don't know why they put the Xeon though.
It's the only kind of processor that has that many cores, and they're not even like
Yeah.
a new thing. These old Xeons,
like-
you can find them for like.
Might as well
$30.
turn it into a server.
Yeah, literally, and they're powered by Vega graphics.
The beast behind the beauty. Lol.
I don't really agree with putting Vega into like pre-builts like that.
Okay, it's not that. I'll be honest. Looking at it now, it's not that bad of a product. Like it's
Oh
Pretty
no, I
beefy.
think it's not bad at all,
the
but I
only
want to see the
problems
price.
Is the price? Yeah, that's where you just straight up.
They're gonna charge like
Jump.
4,000 for this watch. Oh
Jeez.
wow, up to 128. And that's another thing. If you try to add anything to your Macs, Apple devoids your warranty. But they're like, oh,
Okay,
you
I'm not
can
gonna-
add more RAM.
I'll be honest. It looks pretty nice. The way they designed it is pretty intelligent.
Yeah, it's easy to work on, but they always penalize you for doing it for some reason.
But the price is just. I hate how they name how many pixels it has. It's like nobody knows how many pixels is how good. It's like 44 million pixels. Whoa.
$5,000.
Do you understand?
$5,000. All right, let's go to PC Part Picker and put this together.
Yeah. Okay. This is where it gets fun, man.
All right, so I'm guessing it's gonna cost $2,000, maybe a little less. System build. Okay.
And then
Choose a
after
CPU.
that, let's try to make a PC with a $5,000 limit.
Oh, dude, we're gonna build like some Titan V level stuff. Okay, so Intel Xeon W. That's not even a thing.
Okay, let's see what it's based off. I'm assuming W means like it's a more mobile version.
Yeah, it
something.
probably is. 18 core Xeon. Let's see what the name of it is. Octadeca core. I love that
Okay,
name.
let's.
E526.
Wait, is the $5,000 one even the 18 core one?
No.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's the 8 core one.
Wait a minute. This is scummy. Wait a minute.
Configure. I think no. I'm assuming. you can
I
probably
think
play
so.
around
I have
with-
no idea.
Yeah, you can. Yeah,
Oh.
CC.
Oh,
Oh my
oh,
god!
oh.
Oh my god! put it up.
Oh
Put
my
it.
god.
Click on it. I want to see what it is with all the top parts.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my lord! That's a.
Oh, that's a car.
It's a car.
That's a car.
Oh my lord! Press add to bag. I want to see what the setup is at the very end. So let's see what we end up with.
I feel like the tax is going to be like $90 million.
Review bag.
Where's that? Oh.
Yeah, right there. Just check it out. I should say settings. And
So with $1,000 plus of tax?
Because you have to get the mount as wow. The mount is separate. Are you kidding me? Okay, go
Well-
up to the product itself and let's see what we put into it. Show product details. Yeah. Okay.
And it's not
let's
even a
put- let's-
high. It's not even a high
let's-
clock frequency.
Okay, let's plug all of this in. So, what is the Intel Xeon W supposed to represent, like in terms of
Well, it's the E5 2699.
actual desktop?
E5 2699. This one. So, oh, dang, that's $1,800 right there. I don't know what kind of cooler they're using, but I'm pretty sure it's not an expensive one.
Yeah, let's just put in a $40 fan cooler probably.
We'll just add
To
40
be
to
nice.
it. I don't know how to
Yeah.
find that. So okay.
No, but you can just pick it. We'll just literally
let's-
just pick a random $60 one. I don't know.
price. Okay, let's just go with a $40 one.
Yeah.
Just do this one. Okay, motherboard. I don't even know. Well, let's see what kind of motherboard
Another
that
foot.
is.
Another. Okay, they're super complex, like the Apple ones, but we'll still be nice. Let's just put a 50 because we want to just like cut out like all exaggerations.
Yeah, the
Forget
motherboards
it.
for those are really weird.
I know, but those are separate prices, and we know how Apple works. They will literally make you charge $150 for a display, even
That's
though that's
true.
not the actual price. So let's just be nice and put like $50 for the motherboard.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go back to that. So 32 gigs of RAM, not 128 like they said.
It's not even. Oh,
And 2600 megahertz isn't even fast DDR4.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say 32. 26. Oh man. No. Okay,
We
whatever.
gotta look multiple 16s, I guess.
If I look up 26, maybe it'll show up. Okay. Size 32 gigs. Okay. Corsair Vengeance. Storage 4 terabyte SSD.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but they're probably charging up the butt for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4 terabyte. Wow, I'm surprised they actually make those. I'm not gonna put that.
But
That's
what?
extra.
No, because that's for something else. That's probably some server material.
Yeah, no, it's probably this one. $1,400. That sounds about right. Graphics card. I have to go back to see all of this. Okay. So Radeon Vega 64. The 8 gigabyte version, right? 16 gigs. There is no 16 gig variant. We'll just throw in the most expensive one. I don't know case. It's all aluminum, no?
Yeah. Definitely. Let's
There's not even a price for that one.
just
Let's just
I
say
don't know.
like
Let's do like $100 maybe, or less.
yeah, we'll just
Because
do
I don't
this
want
one.
like I don't
Power
want any of
supply.
this to hold us accountable. You know,
Yeah.
I want it to be more based on parts.
I don't know what kind of there is no power supply for this. It's all plugged into the wall. So I don't know what to put. There isn't a power supply, so we don't have to put that in. Optical drive. Can't even buy one anymore.
Bruh.
Software. Mac OS. Wait, what? OS? What?
That's right. Mac.
Oh, this isn't operating systems then, I guess. Monitor. Let's just look up 5K, I guess. Is that even a 4? Okay, 4K. Let's just give
Get
them
basically just get a more expensive 4K.
yeah. I think that's it. We could add. I'll just add the peripheral prices. So they want 12 grand. This would cost 5.
Wow.
Literally more than double. That's Apple for you. That is
Jesus.
literally Apple.
Now let's try to build a PC with a $12,000 limit and see what we make.
Is there a way to set that on here?
No, we don't have to. We just
I'll just go for the
I'm pretty
highest.
get literally. I think we can just straight up build the best PC.
Okay, so we'll
straight
take
up,
this.
just straight up go for it. Just go for it.
Okay,
It's gonna be really difficult to reach 12,000, even if we do like the top parts.
Oh yeah. Let's
Like if we get the graphics card and the CPU out of the way, it's over.
we'll get the NZXT Kraken. What's the motherboard for that? I just want to know the socket, dude. I think it's like a 1156. Oh, 2011. Oh, wow. Okay, 2011. They don't even sell them. I'll just look for the most expensive one, I guess.
Yeah, just straight up.
Okay. Memory. Oh, 4 terabyte. I mean, I'll just go for more expensive with all of them then, I guess. 816 gigs? Wow. That's intense.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Yeah.
It's still not there, bro. Trust me.
Oh no. We still have like 5 more grand to go. Most expensive.
What?
Okay, that's extra.
What is that?
4
Oh,
terabyte
yeah, you
SSD. I'll just take the 2 terabyte. Okay, Titan V. 3,350. All right, we went over.
Really? Okay, guys, Mac is the best. Just go buy. No,
Well, no, I mean the parts. This is like overkill.
yeah, this is over.
The parts we put together from the
How,
Mac,
how about we actually just try to keep it like at a
reasonable
12,000?
price.
Yeah.
All right, so screw this Xeon.
Yeah, like we don't need that. Let's
4
just get
grand. It's not even good for
get a
gaming.
just get an extreme i7 or i9 or whatever you do.
Yeah, I'll do it. Oh no, we're doing Threadripper, my boy.
Oh, that'd be cool if we can find it. Or what is that one by AMD?
Oh wait, do I have to check AMD?
What was that one called?
The Ryzen?
Oh no, you're right. The Threadripper.
Yeah, the Threadripper. Wait, why is it not?
It really isn't that expensive. Now that I mean, in the world of Xeon.
Oh yeah, it's not letting me. Okay, just look AMD.
And do top prices, I guess. Oh.
Yeah,
that's one.
Threadrippers do. They compete with i9s and they outperform them for lower
Just
price.
go that one straight up. Top one we want
Oh,
that.
dude, I would love to have one of those. Okay, we got to change the motherboard. I forgot. I think it's a AM4 socket. So let's choose the motherboard. These are our options. This is anything extreme, so you can overclock and adds higher RAM capability. Do we really need 2 terabyte SSD? No, what? Yeah, we're going extra.
Yeah,
No,
that's fine.
I don't think the
think the
Titan
one
V is a
that-
good gaming card.
No, the Titan V is fine. I think what really killed it was that
Xeon.
extra RAM.
Yeah, that's true. No one really needs
I don't know.
128.
Like it wasn't that it wasn't. It isn't that it. It's not just about the extra RAM. It's just like just overpriced.
Let's just get 64 gigs then.
Hmm.
Because pretty much all you need is 16 by today's standards. Okay, so we got that. I need to get the motherboard. Okay, I got the motherboard. Got our cooler. That. Got our RAM. That. Video card. I'd say a 1080 Ti, or maybe, let's see if they have the 2080s on here. They do. So, They don't really have prices for it though yet. Or no price. Let's just get this one. RTX 20. Oh, we can't really. Let's just get a 2080, whatever.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so we got that case.
I mean, it's still gonna be better than Vega by far.
Oh yeah, definitely. I like NZXT's cases. The S340 was a good one. Oh, but I guess that wouldn't fit. And none of them have prices. Would you look at that? No, let's just price. Dang, that's expensive. Oh, the Obsidian series looks nice.
You know what? If we're gonna do this, I don't think we should just focus on raw like power. Let's forget the case. You can even throw on the cheapest case because our goal, right? Because if we're honest, the price to produce that Mac is probably stupid low.
Oh no, definitely. Yeah, you're right.
Like
that's why I was trying to find the NZXT case. It's only like a $60 case. Well, let's just
like right now, we're
this
not
one.
even.
Fantech Eclipse. That's actually a nice case too.
It's not like the Mac is made out of steel.
No, it's made out of aluminum.
Yeah.
Well, it's so Supernova 1000 watt power supply, and it's platinum certified 268. It's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
No one cares for optical drives. OS. Let's put Windows Vista. I actually have a hard drive that has Vista on it, but
I have one too as well.
It's so
from
bad.
my old. It went down, so I still have it right now.
Yeah,
Windows Vista on it.
I mean, I like Vista. Like at the end of it, it was literally Windows 7.
Yeah, it was. It really was. It was a really beautiful operating system.
Yeah, it just had a really bad start.
Not just that, it didn't have much support. Like I remember when I had the PC, just trying to get software for it was like impossible because everything's like Windows 10, 8, 7, and just skip straight to XP.
Microsoft actually canceled or like they cut off support for
yeah,
it
really
last
early.
year.
Like, yeah, it was way too early.
Yeah, I when I made the Vista build, I had Steam on it. It's like, and Steam told me, oh, Steam will stop supporting Vista in 180 days. It was
yeah,
like a countdown. It was sad.
Wow, that really isn't that expensive.
Yeah, $6,000, and this is literally probably the best computer you can build.
That's okay. I guess we can throw back in the what was it? Replace the graphics card
with the Titan V.
Yeah, at this point.
Yeah, we can actually, but it's not as good as like. I mean, it's a good performing card actually, but it's not. Price per performance is what I'm getting at. So let's see. Choose. I put Titan. What's this? Oh, titanium, I guess. Whatever. $9,000 to build a computer that's probably 30 times better than that Mac.
Yeah.
Like,
I can't imagine how it'd be like to use this thing.
Oh, dude. That's a goal right there.
Yeah.
How does Apple get away with this and people still buy this stuff?
I mean, I'm sure if you're like kind of lazy and you want to like match your design, I guess, with your room. Who knows? These are probably just a bunch of millionaires who don't know anything about PCs and they're like, you know what? I want to get the best thing on the market.
And they think Apple is.
Yeah. Because it's an American company and all that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. That's garbage. Absolute trash. And like this build is not like some we're saving money. This is like going all out. This is going like ham. And the highest figure we could get is 9,000. We didn't put the Xeon in there because it's not necessary. But yeah, like boom. If you really want to spend $12,000, just build yourself something like this. You will not regret it. Or go buy a car or something. Straight up. But yeah, I don't know. That's Apple. That's Apple for you. Man, I seriously don't know how they get away with it. The only answer is their cult following. And again, I don't want to like bash people who buy, Apple products. You do you, man. It's your money. But I'm just saying, there are better options for your money. Like, hands down. I just showed you. Like, actually, I want to see how much my PC's worth. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so I got the i5 6600K. The Cooler Master. Oh, shoot. It's only one word. Hyper Evo.
You should check out some like really bizarre Apple products. I mean, like older, like what do you call it? Like the gear and stuff that go alongside the products. They get so expensive.
What do you mean? Like the pens and
Just
stuff?
like chargers or anything. 1 minute, be right back. I gotta answer the door.
For sure. So we're gonna. I don't know what motherboard I have. I think it's not even an impressive one. It's just H110 M Pro. Yeah, this one. That's the one I have. Memory. Dude, I don't even know what memory I have. I know it's. I think it's Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro. It's this one. Was that 16 gigs? Nope. Yeah. 2.8. Yep, that's mine. Storage. I just have a 1 terabyte hard drive. HDD. It's a Western Digital. Let me just type that down, I guess. Yep, this one. It's this one. I got a GTX 970. Afterburner. I don't know if they have it. No, they don't. Why are there no prices here? Let me see the price real quick. GTX 970 Afterburner. This one. No way. Oh, that's a 9. Oh, wow. Used. This is the one I have. Yeah, this is the exact one I have. This thing's a beauty. Huh?
I said nice, the 970.
Yeah, dude, I got the
the other
Afterburner
one?
edition.
I think. So this is like these are like those graphics cards that like they like put their name legend status. Like what was the other one? The 760, I think.
I think it was a 750.
Yeah, I don't know what.
750 Ti.
Yeah, 750 Ti. Like these are those cards like you literally come back years later and you still have people going like, yeah, these are good budget cards to buy.
Oh yeah, I mean this 970 can run any game I throw at it on Ultra. So I mean I'll just add this one, I guess. So case, I don't even know what this case is. NZXT S340. I have that one. Why is there no price for it? I'll just put that one there. I have the Elite. Power supply, I have a 600 watt by Corsair. Mine's modular as well. Software, Windows 10. Okay, oh wait, no, that's operating system. Windows 10 Pro 64, or no, Pro 64. I have this one. That's pretty much it. So altogether, my computer costs $836, and this thing can run games like a beast. So to all you people who think you need to drop a ton of money, and you don't have to drop this much, you can build a way cheaper computer that can run really good games. Like, at most, you're paying like $800-900 at most if you're in like a tight budget.
Yeah.
Like this, like I don't know. I didn't pay that much for this. I actually got good deals on literally everything. Like I'd say in total, all of this costed me maybe like $600.
Yeah.
But yeah, like to all you people that are still watching by this time, you're the real ones. And if you want to build a computer, it doesn't cost a lot. Don't buy pre-builts and don't fall for the Apple scheme where you're paying a premium for a not premium product.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's basically our rant.
Yeah, pretty much, bro.
That was a long rant, but hey, it is what it is. It's a podcast or a FoxCast. But yeah,
So,
so what's your verdict on Apple?
man, I hope they come back. Like, I hate to say it, maybe a change of a CEO. You know,
I agree.
you're just like, man, just. I'll be honest. Sometimes I look back at like early 2000s Apples and just like, God, what a legendary status.
Oh
It used
yeah.
to be so. It used to be so cool. Just imagine Apple coming back right now as like this dominant American company, just trying to like push the technological ceiling.
Dude, because they basically
Dang.
pioneered smartphones.
Especially like when you hear like read about like the stories of how Steve Jobs first got the rights for the mouse. Like,
oh yeah.
yeah, it's like it's just like, oh, it's so cool.
Yeah,
I don't
those
know.
were the good old days. The golden
always
age
wish
of
I
Apple.
Yeah, I always wish I like kind of was around like the 70s or 80s so I can like physically work on designing the PCs.
Oh, dude, Apple and
I don't know if
Microsoft did some
those-
scummy things.
they
They stole, like, because you know the company IBM. IBM developed like the first computer, and Microsoft and Apple were like, or not Microsoft and Apple, it was Steve Jobs and Bill Gates, because they were friends at the time, and they were like, hey, I like that, it's mine now, and then they almost ran IBM out of business.
Dude, the only thing that's keeping IBM that's still relevant a little bit is I'm really interested in their quantum computing technology.
Oh yeah, they took a step
it's-
away from like personal computing and just do this more.
It's getting really exciting. They're
Oh,
like
yeah.
they're like a top contender right now if we're talking quantum computing.
Yeah, I think they're actually the top right now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I don't know. That was the rant. That was the FoxCast. But again, disclaimer, you know, I'm not saying that people who buy Apple products are dumb or anything. It's just there's a better way to spend your money.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay a premium for just a name. Like, if you want the iPhone XR, by all means, go do it. Just realize that it's not worth your money, and
Just
Apple is making a
use
fool
that
out of you.
use that 12 grand to pay for your student loans, you know?
Yeah, or do anything else. Invest in the stock market. Go buy like one Bitcoin.
That's multiple actually. I think one Bitcoin is like 2,500.
It went down?
Wait, don't tell me it went up because this was a while back.
Oh, no.
My god.
Bitcoin at its peak was
Wait a
like
minute.
12 grand.
It increased that much?
Yeah, but now it's down to 6, which is pretty crazy.
Wait a minute. Wasn't it just like 2 years ago? I think it was like $2,500 per Bitcoin. No?
Oh yeah, no, it blew up recently.
Okay, so
I remember
it
when
was
Bitcoins were worth at $5.
Wait a minute. So it was worth investing it like a year or two ago.
If you had the money, it was worth investing it
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 years ago. Because I remember I was dabbling with the dark web, and I came across the Silk Road, that illegal drug site.
You did?
And yeah, because I was really infatuated with the dark web. I was like, wow, this is something we don't
we should
know
do
about.
that one day, like a
Deep web
podcast. We should
surfing?
just yeah,
Dude, I'm
just a
so
tour.
down.
Oh
I'm
man,
so down. Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm
man.
so down.
I don't know how to set myself up VPNs and stuff though. So
No, you just download this browser called Tor.
I know the Tor browser. So that technically just takes care of everything.
Yeah, it does. It hides your
Ah.
IP and stuff.
Okay, yeah, I'm just making sure.
I mean, you could probably
I
go
don't
find
want-
a VPN just to be safe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe have like a little VPN on the side. I don't know.
I'm totally down to do that.
Mhm.
But-
Well, next time.
Yeah, next time for
This
sure.
was pretty fun. This was
yeah,
great.
no. I've always wanted to do like a podcast kind of thing.
I hope everybody enjoyed this.
Yeah. So like, what closing statements? You got one?
Guys, learn how to use your money.
I kind of agree. I mean, you know, it's still your money. Do what you want.
Also, graphical technology hype, man, it's exciting.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'll just stay optimistic about it.
Yeah, just be prepared for next time, guys. We're gonna have a lot more topics.
Oh yeah, we're gonna.
This
go
was like
ham
more
on
of
this
a.
stuff.
This was like a test demo. This
Yeah,
was just a prototype.
I want whoever watches this, if anyone's watching this, I want your feedback. Let us know what we can do
just
different.
let us know if how cringe I was, and from a scale of 1 to 10.
But yeah,
Yeah,
so that concludes the FoxCast, the Friday FoxCast. I actually like the name.
Me too. Has a nice ring to it.
Oh yeah. But I am your boy, the Fox, and this is your other boy, Alex.
Basic boy.
Basic
Alex.
boy.
See you guys.
But yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys later next week, hopefully. Peace.
Hopefully we're consistent.
Yeah, hopefully. All right, later, y'all.
They call me Superman. Deep tall hoes in a single bound. I'm single now. Got no ring on his finger now. I never let another chick bring me down in a relationship.